today we are talking about cancer. So we just let you know. We'll also be talking about death. We're hoping that it's a positive conversation that is helpful, but just so you are prepared in yourself, that's what we're dealing about today.
We're going to die of something.
It wasn't breathing. There was no pulse.
My dad, he was given 3 months to live maximum.
I don't have expectations around miracles.
When I pray it, I expect it to happen, and I'm left perplexed when it doesn't. We ask the questions most churches avoid.
Faith, life, and the grey areas in between.
Welcome back to Filthy Hope.
Reverend sister.
Reverend brother, how are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm very good. Very excited about this conversation, and it feels a bit inappropriate to be excited to be talking about death, dying and cancer.
Yeah, death, dying and cancer, that's on the agenda today.
Certainly is.
Or agenda if you like to say it how it's spelled.
Oh, agenda.
Yeah,
I don't mind that, yeah.
So we both got stories about cancer in our lives to do with our dads.
Yeah. Two very different stories.
That we haven't really talked about.
Nope. So I'm hitting this conversation very fresh.
Yeah,
not
so
knowing
we're
the story.
literally making it up as we go, people. So, Ness, your dad had cancer.
Yeah, he did.
What sort of cancer?
The primary source was testicular.
Right.
They weren't sure it was testicular. He had horrible gutsache.
Yeah.
He was at the football that day with my sister. I was 16, so Zoe would have been 13.
Right.
And Dad had a hot dog, and that night he was rushed to hospital, and Zoe thought that it was the hot dog that gave him the gutsache.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yep. He
Dodgy dog.
Dodgy dog. Did a big surgery, cut him open right through his guts, right wrapped around his tummy.
Yeah.
And they saw that was riddled with cancer, and so
up there, even not just.
No, it was like a shark bite around his from the side of his body, not his testes. Didn't find that out first of all. Nope, didn't know that straight away.
Right. Okay.
Pancreatic. It was every organ, and it was strangling his aorta.
And that's not good.
Wasn't great. He was given 3 months to live maximum. Mum had organised with the guy that we used to call the AMP man, who obviously did the life insurance, to come over and to talk to Mum about what this was going to look like and how would she get the home paid off. And we knew we had 3 months left with Dad. Yep. And so this was when I was 16. We're talking about the 1980s, right?
Yeah, so not the same level of medical stuff that we're used to today.
Definitely not.
And different.
The doctor that he was seeing at the SAN in Wahroonga said we'll give it a crack at radiation therapy.
Right.
They found out in their testing the primary source was testes, and they removed one of the testes, and then they started radiation therapy. Dad was given this very short period of time to live, but let's give this a crack, see if we can get some extension on life.
Right. Because pancreatic cancer is not good.
Strangling aorta. I remember that, not knowing what the aorta was in those days, but knew that was your heart. Yeah. Yeah. Now, yes, that's right. So anyway, he...
Literally a gutful.
Gutful, yeah. And Dad's an artist, and he would make these badges, and he would put a safety pin on the back with sticky tape and in a big piece of cardboard and do some artwork on them. A ray a day keeps cancer away. Right. And he would give them to all the patients waiting up to have their therapy that day, yeah.
Well, that's nice.
But the other...
Well, how did that... did he ever talk to you about why he did that? Like the motivation? Just because he was an artist, but...
I think Dad refused to die.
Right.
He had this thing. You got to remember, I didn't grow up in the church. Yep. I wasn't from a church family. We never talked about Jesus. We didn't know who the Holy Spirit was. This isn't anything that I was familiar with. Yep. So when you're told by a doctor that your dad's going to die, then that's the truth. Your dad's going to die. But Dad went, I'm going to swear now,
Yeah.
because this was what Dad said. Fuck that.
Right.
I get all my filthy language from my father. And that's what Dad
So
said.
that was in
inverted
speech
commas.
marks,
That's right. I remember he was in Ryde Hospital when he was first diagnosed and pretty much written off, and the Catholic priest came in and started doing, and I don't mean to be rude, but this is how Dad described it.
Yeah.
You know, mate, this big dude came in dressed in black and went da-na-na-na-na-na-na, and did the sign of the cross over my body.
Okay.
I said, what did you do, Dad? Told him to royally get fucked because I'm not planning on going to heaven right now, mate. Fuck off. And that was what he said.
Yeah.
And interestingly, though, I can laugh about that now, but my mum's brother and his wife were heavily involved in the church. They were on the Northern Beaches and they were Pentecostal. I didn't even know what that word meant in the day.
Right.
But they loved Jesus.
There's probably some people listening or watching that don't know what that means.
No, well, I definitely didn't know. That was just a flavour of Christianity that they were plugged into at the time. And
Hillsongish.
a little bit, yep. And so we're talking the early 80s.
Right,
yep.
okay, even before Hillsong.
Yeah, that's right. And they rang Mum some weeks into Dad's treatment to say, Roz, we've heard from God, that's Roz is my mum, Roz, we've heard from God that John's going to live. We've prayed, we've sent it out through the prayer network, and John is going to live. And I remember Mum being—
It's a pretty big call.
It was a big call, and Mum was horrified. How dare you ring me in the middle of the family grief to say God is going to heal John? Mum was so unimpressed. I remember hearing those conversations.
Yeah.
How dare she ring and say this stuff, right? And I never even thought that was a possibility or that it was even a thing, or why is it even relevant? Because the doctor said he's going to die.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think I want to say 12 weeks of radiation. And in those days, Dad would come home in the afternoon and have these gigantic vomits after Ray, and he was really unwell. It was just terrible. The treatment was very rugged in the day. I think it's still rugged today. But he was really sick.
Sucks.
Really sick. And anyway, then he had to go back at the end of that year and have more testing.
Yep.
And they kept seeing that the tumours had shrunk massively. And the doctor could not explain how the shrinking had occurred in these major sites. So we've got CAT scans that say terminal cancer looks like this, new CAT scans that are saying actually these tumours have completely shrunk. My aunt and uncle, the Pentecostals, will say it's an answer to prayer.
Yeah.
Anyway, each year, so Dad keeps going along. The doctor couldn't explain it.
Yep.
Just come back in 12 months, John, and we'll keep an eye on you. Just, mate, just go and live your best life. Another 12 months. Isn't this excellent? Every 12 months in November, I remember the tension in the family because Dad would have to go back to the SAN for all the scans, the annual checkup. Because after 5 years, apparently, then they can say you're in remission.
Yeah.
So there was all this pressure every year. Oh my gosh, is he going to live another year? Is this a thing? Is it going to be back? All of that upset that goes with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was 16. I'm now 59 and Dad is 86 and he is still alive.
That's a long 3 months.
It's a long 12 weeks. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So I think Uncle John and Auntie Laurel maybe had tapped into the source. And my dad had this brain determination that he just refused to give into this. There was something in the brain that he just refused. I will not die. Not I don't want to die. Oh my gosh, I'm sick.
Yep.
I'm just, no, this is not going to be in my story. And he went hardcore. He gave up booze. He changed his diet radically. He ended up becoming a master triathlete, like into his 40s and 50s, winning all sorts of triathlon events as a masters. The guy was formidable. And I think, interestingly, Dad has a big faith now.
Big faith.
Yeah, big faith. No faith at the time. It changed him. Changed him,
What about
I would
your mum?
say. Mum grew up in the church,
Yep.
walked away from the church, hence
Yep.
why we weren't brought up in the church. And then Mum has gone back to faith in her latter years.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a God thing. And I'm really, knowing my childhood story and my growing up story and my trauma piece, I'm so grateful that God kept Dad here,
Yep.
because I think that was just a powerful testimony, and it helped me on my faith journey.
Yep.
When I started exploring about religion and church and God, I already had a run on the board. I knew
Yep.
that God, this God, was capable of healing people. That's certainly
But
what
at that
I led it to
stage,
believe.
When
No.
your dad was going, that within that 5-year time,
Oh,
that wasn't your
no,
Jesusness.
no
was it?
Jesusness. Oh, far from my Jesusness. I
You
was
weren't
not
into
Jesus-y.
God
Not
or
at
things,
all.
but you had this strange thing that your auntie said.
Yeah, she's
God's healed him, and your
correct.
dad's going, maybe.
Mum was screaming bullshit,
Yep.
and it was very anti that talk in the home,
Yep.
anti the Jesus talk in the home.
Even after he'd been healed,
Yeah.
like even when he went into remission,
Yep.
was she still anti-Jeebus?
Yep. She
Right.
was.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. She's got a whole nother story, John.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. But quite and different, I'm thinking, from your dad's story. So my dad hasn't died yet.
Yeah.
He's still going.
Yep.
I mean, the dude won't die. He just keeps living, which I'm so grateful.
Awesome.
Incredible.
That's good.
It is a good story.
Yeah.
I don't know what to place around that other than in my own sense, I firmly believe that is miraculous.
Yeah.
There's no other word for it. The doctors can't tell you why. So I'm a big believer in the miracles of God. I can't explain why some and why not others.
Yep.
I don't know that piece. I'm busting to talk to him about it.
It may just even be that thought, some will say that God put that thought in your father's head
Which thought?
that he's not going to die,
Yeah, I wonder. He just said, no, I'm not.
and tuned into a bunch of people tuned into that message. This
Yeah, I
ain't
wonder.
happening. Or others skeptic will say, well, it's your dad's work, not God.
Maybe.
He just made this determination and he lived into it,
Why can't we all do that then?
Well, that's it. I don't know. Well, some people will say if you, if you think and see it enough, if you,
Positive enough.
yeah, what's the word? It's not coming to me. That draw that picture of yourself as being this is what your life's going to be, and live into it. Put it on your image board, on your thing,
right.
your goals and stuff.
Wow.
And it's not facilitated anyway. I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
I think at the time there was I'm not sure about psychology in the day, but I remember a lot of positive psychology at the time. And
Which is different from positive psychology.
very different. But Dad was reading a lot about that at the time.
So actual
power of the
positive
mind,
psychology or the
power of the mind to
as
heal.
opposed to-
To heal.
And we do have good studies that our attitude towards wellness does work. There's a study they did with hotel workers.
Did they?
And they told one bunch, you'd be interested in this as a former health coach. They gave one trial group a bunch of teaching around how your work and the physical exercise of doing your work increases your well-being and health levels. And they gave the other group just general talks about work health and safety and stuff like that.
Oh, interesting.
And so both groups in the same hotel did the same work,
Yeah, wow.
but the stress levels, health levels, every metric for the ones that saw their work as exercise
Fascinating.
and increasing their well-being.
Improved their health.
Yeah.
Wow.
higher levels
that's
of measurable health. Not
incredible.
Not just, I'd feel better. But
No, wow.
Physical measures.
So reduction of blood pressure.
Yeah, those sorts of things.
Yeah, wow. Measurable stress levels.
Yeah.
Cardiovascular fitness probably, strength, because they increase
Fat
their
levels,
activity. Oh,
all
wow.
that sort of stuff.
I love that.
The mind does.
Do
Mind
amazing
does affect
things.
our body.
Very powerful muscle in the body, right?
Well, not muscle, but organ.
Yeah. Oh, it's a bit of I think it's the
organ.
most powerful muscle in the body. Don't you think it's a muscle?
It's not muscle.
I think it's a muscle.
These are muscles.
Yeah, I think that's a big
But
muscle.
that's just
it's an organ.
It's an organ.
Powerful one.
Different.
Tell me about your dad.
My dad, he died.
Yeah. So what of?
At the age of 73, I think it was.
Okay. What are the circumstances?
Well, he'd had prostate cancer and sort of beat that. And then he had, I think it was colon cancer or some sort of cancer in his bowel cancer.
Okay.
He had bowel transection, beat that. And then in the year that he died, we noticed, we went up for his birthday and the Queen's birthday is around June.
Yeah.
We went up in June and we noticed that he wasn't looking well.
Yep.
And by the end of August, he was dead.
That's fast.
It was fast. He ended up having a tumour in his stomach.
Wow. So had the original tumour metastasized, do they think?
I don't know.
From prostate?
We didn't talk about
that.
Possibly, or possibly just a different cancer.
Yep, yep.
He had a long history of smoking.
Okay, yep.
He'd stopped by that time. But
And did you pray that he would be healed?
So when we found out that he had this stomach tumour,
yep.
Yes. And then so July we probably found that out. And then it was, no, this isn't going to end well. Message from the doctors and him. And he was in hospice for a bit. And
palliative?
Then stayed in and then, he elected to go home.
Yeah, wow.
And in their big sort of family room, he had a hospital bed.
Yep.
Nurses come in to see him.
Manage pain.
Yeah, manage pain. To say, yes, I definitely prayed. You know, at this stage, so this is when I just started at Ravenswood. So this was
That was that year?
Yep.
That you call it something that year when everybody died? Is
no,
year?
that was at Pymble Ladies College when I was chaplain there. So I did 8 years at Pymble. So that's 8 years into my ordination.
Okay.
And then in
so you're very experienced minister.
Ninth year of my new placement, new house, new job, and Dad gets this cancer diagnosis. And of course, prayed. And people were praying for him.
I bet they were.
That he would be healed.
Because you were very plugged into your church at that time,
Churches,
local churches.
Yeah. And we weren't like super, let's all pray and get miracles, but everyone who prayed.
Did you see God in and through the whole experience even though he died?
Yeah. So I didn't get a miracle.
No. What did you see though?
But my boss, who I just started with in my first year of placement in a new school.
Wow.
Lovely lady. She said, John, just do what you need to do.
Wow.
If you need to go see your dad, go see your dad. So I would
Amazing.
do chapel
Head off
and
to
then
dad.
have days off
Oh, wow.
that weren't even counted as leave. She
What
just
an incredible
gave me
woman.
the time,
Yeah.
which was a great blessing. Her dad, she was a lovely lady. She did have a Christian faith. Her dad was a school chaplain. She was really good to me.
Yeah, that's a blessing at the time.
Yeah, so I did the functional part of my job, but also we're given this blessing to be with my dad.
Present with your dad at the end. Do you think?
And we had good chats.
Yeah.
I probably didn't resolve all the life issues of the world.
No.
But by the time he died, we were good.
Yeah,
Good.
wow.
Not that we weren't good, but,
It felt Did you feel
Probably closer chats because you're talking about
because you know
stuff
the
that you
preciousness
don't know.
of what time is left?
And some of that time, it wasn't like we've only got 5 minutes left
No,
or 3 weeks or whatever. We didn't know. But it was just good time. This is a good time. It's going to be what it will be, and we're going to some of it was like I'd just gone up like we would in the school holidays.
Yeah, wow.
But he was in bed in the family room.
Yeah.
And then, in that time, Mum got a urinary tract infection. I'm laughing, not because of that, but she ended up in hospital.
Wow.
That did her head in because she was clearly not
much.
with it.
No.
And when we took her to the hospital, every time I visited, she'd ask, "Oh, where's your father?" And I'd have to explain again.
Where
Dad's
he was.
got cancer.
Yes.
He's at home. He's dying. You're in hospital.
Oh,
and then she'd go through that new wave of grief. It was like dementia.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
it would happen 2 or 3 times a visit.
Because a urinary tract infection can do that to the brain.
Yeah. Just
incredible.
really confuses you.
Yes.
You can have those symptoms of confusion.
Wow.
So that was
John.
on top of that.
So would
and then we, so then Dad was at home and I can't remember everything. I remember driving because, they lived in Tea Gardens, which for those who are not in Australia, Sydney, it's about 2 hours north. And so a 2-hour car drive. And I remember the Kate Miller Heike song at the time.
Which was?
The Last Day on Earth.
Far out.
It was a beautiful, haunting song. And I remember driving often, I'd get on the road first thing in the morning.
Yep.
Because I might only have that day or 2 days overnight to get back to work. I just remember some brilliant sunsets and sunrises and just driving up the freeway, appreciating the beauty of nature, even though I was going to be with my dad who was dying. So there was a sense of peace.
Yeah, wow.
About that. So it was happening. And I guess that might be a miracle in itself or the power of faith or whatever. It was an acceptance that this was it. And
would you say that your dad died well? I know in ministry we often talk about that. Oh, she died really well on her terms or his terms and the end was a good end.
Yeah. The end was horrible.
Yes. Thank you.
The night or even the day before the night that he died, he was vomiting up yellow bile everywhere. And he was not comfortable and at least he was at home though. And that night that he died, he'd probably died between midnight and 5 a.m. We were all watching a movie.
With him at the home?
Well, he was in the room.
Yeah.
I don't think he was watching because he was making Deverell
the rattles.
Death rattly breathing. We jokingly said, "Dad, be quiet, we can't hear the movie."
Oh, John. It's a way of coping though, isn't it?
Well, it was normal. This was the new normal. This was the normal at the time and we were doing something normal and Dad was doing what he was doing, which was normal. Because death is normal.
I think that peacefully passed away in their sleep line is, I think that's a rarer occurrence than we often read in the newspaper.
Yeah, I mean, some people do. But just the nature of his illness, he just really wasn't well. And the vomiting probably got into his lungs as well. And it was a messy
end.
Noisy.
Yeah.
And then we got up in the morning because we went to bed. We didn't sit there all night, even though that may have been the end. And I still remember, going out, going, no, he's not there. But yet that weird sensation that his body was still warm.
Yeah, wow.
I still remember that.
Oh, do you?
That
what did you do
feeling.
when you realised he had gone?
He was dead, so eventually we rang up the funeral people.
But what did
While
you
they were
do?
waiting, I went to Coles to get some stuff for breakfast.
Okay.
I remember the lady at Coles at the checkout going, "Oh, how's your day, love?"
Oh,
and I
John.
was so tempted to go, "Yeah, not bad. My dad just died. He's lying at home dead and we were just waiting for the funeral directors." But I knew that would have been cruel for her.
Cruel, yeah. Did you do anything
it was sad, but it wasn't.
Did you touch him? You must have, because you felt that he was warm. Did you kiss him? Did you hug him? Did you say any words? Do you remember much about that moment?
No, he's not listening.
He's not listening.
Dead. He can't hear it.
If he's still warm though, I'm wondering if the circulatory system is going down.
No, he was dead. There was no pulse. He was dead. He wasn't breathing. There was no pulse. His body was just latent warm.
Yeah.
You know, you don't just go cold.
No.
You just, especially because he was under his blankets and stuff.
Yeah, right.
In his bed. So it was definitely dead. It was just surreal, I guess.
Yes.
It was just, okay.
Yeah.
We're there.
Yeah.
But I think that was the amazing thing, because a lot of people, that's just traumatic.
Even that
could be traumatic.
the ending moment.
Trauma is where we can't cope, but we were coping okay.
Yeah, and you're all together as a family.
We were there. My wife, I think my sister was there. Can't remember. So I got snapshots and memories. Mum clearly was there. She was obviously a lot more upset. Not that I wasn't upset, it's not that I've never cried for my dad,
Yeah, of course.
Had to do the eulogy at the funeral and got most of the way through that.
And you'd had months of knowing that he was going down, from the June to the August, right?
June to August, that's not many months.
No.
That's July. Well, it's 1 month. It was less than 1 month.
Oh, okay. Yeah, June to August. Yeah, I suppose it is, isn't
so
it?
Less than 1 month. So
okay.
It was quick.
Pretty, yeah. John, it's a tough story.
I think, that's shaped, you talk about your dad's story shaping mine, is that, I had time and I had peace and we didn't need to sort any great issues, but we had some nice time together and this was happening and it was an acceptance of this is reality.
Really special. Yeah.
And it was a special gift from the school that I got to spend time. And we just treated it
like a gift.
Normally. Yeah. But but we didn't do anything schmancy.
No, of course not. But you knew
chatted.
the time with Dad was precious.
But we treated it normally, like a visit. Like we didn't, you're dying, so we've got to have amazing conversations. Yes. We had conversations as if he was still here. I think that's the thing. We treated him, he was dying, but he wasn't dead yet.
Yeah, exactly.
He was still my dad, and we had dad-son conversations, as we always had, but with probably a little more intentionality, but it wasn't hyped. It wasn't shaped by anything other than we were living through this moment. Did he die well? It was horrible. And cancer sucks.
Totally sucks.
And but I think he was at peace at the end.
Yeah.
And we were at peace.
Do you think he was ready? Had submitted?
At that moment.
Ready to go?
No, life was horrible.
Yes.
And that's why he went home. He knew he was going to die. And he just had to ride
through that next bit.
Dare I say,
shadow
the
of
shit train
death. Yeah.
Of what disease does to you.
Yeah.
Where you can't move, you can't eat, you feel sick all the time, and then
death is
this
a
terrible
train wreck.
vomiting of bile and horrible stuff and pain. But he just did it, I think.
Yeah.
So, this was it. So he just went.
Has it helped you? Has it helped, that experience helped shape your ministry?
Yeah, probably.
How?
I think death is real.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've talked about voluntary assisted dying, and I don't have a problem with that. And that was It was Graham, wasn't it? Graham?
No.
No, sorry.
No.
Sasha's dad.
Sasha's dad, yeah.
Yeah. That was his choice, and that was an amazing experience. And this was just a different amazing experience with a different choice. Same outcome. Same grief, just in a different form.
Yeah.
It wasn't a time to know.
Yeah. And it's
but you know, it has shaped my faith because I don't have expectations around miracles.
No, I know you don't. Super interesting.
It's not that I don't believe in them.
No.
And I know you've had these experiences, but they're just not part of my repertoire.
Yeah, it's so
in that
interesting,
way.
isn't it?
It's just...
Because I feel like we never get agreement on that when we have theological conversations. I never get an agreement with you on that, because I know that it's not your experience.
Yeah.
And I have to be okay with that.
Well, I've got your experience.
Yes.
So I'm not denying that they
no,
happen,
I know you don't, but I
just don't... I accept what it is. And I accept that for some, and like in the Bible, few people got miracles, but there's a crap load of people like my dad that just don't.
Yep.
That cancer ends in cancer.
Yep.
And maybe not this one, but it often gets you in the end.
Yep. We're going to die of something, John.
Well, life is.
It will end.
Sexually transmitted terminal disease.
Yes, it is. We are all going to come to an
But
end.
yeah, cancer is just horrible because of the treatments are horrible. It often ends life prematurely. Like Dad was only 70.
Gobbles up organs in your body.
Yeah. And
Shuts
he
them
could have
down.
lived longer.
Yep.
You know,
That was
into
young.
his 90s, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
So I guess it just shaped the fact that I accept what is.
Yep.
If it's a miracle, awesome, great. Do I pray for miracles? Sure.
Yeah, I do.
Do I expect them to happen? No.
Yeah, wow.
Not. They might.
Well, that's super interesting, John, because I do. When I pray it, I expect it to happen.
Yeah.
And
I don't.
and I am left perplexed when it doesn't.
Yeah.
I pray with an expectancy that the Spirit will intervene and the miraculous will occur.
Yeah. And I saw that God was at work.
Yep.
I had a sense of peace. I was able to appreciate nature. I had a great time with my dad. I had a lovely employer who gave me space,
Grace.
and privilege of time.
That was God in action there. 100%.
Which I'm happy, and maybe she wouldn't have done it if she didn't have the faith that she did.
Yes, and to be able to have all your family gathered and be going through this together and not being at each other's throats. I mean, so many families, so many funerals I do that I am playing piggy in the middle, managing families, like you know how it goes, managing the complexities of relationship at the most traumatic time for a family.
Yeah.
And you get to see all the dysfunction that sat under the surface for many, many years come to the surface.
Yeah, not resolved.
Unresolved, absolutely.
And then complicated by grief.
Yep, and then managing it all.
So the filthy hope is that you can sometimes get a miracle.
Yep.
But sometimes you
don't.
won't.
Yes.
Not in the way you think. That, you know, like the miracle of poor people who struggle every day but yet still find joy. And you know, a single mother who still, you know, finds the time and love.
The miracle's not just in the healing.
No.
It's what happens on the journey
and
as
the way
well.
we see it.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Good combo.
So, yeah. If you're going through grief, you've lost someone, work well. If you need counselling, get counselling. We just know and feel for you and have compassion. If you're going through cancer, know that we 100% agree that it just sucks.
Yeah.
Cancer's the worst word. It's the worst C word. It's even worse
It's
than
a
that other
bad
C word.
word. And if you want prayer, if you want miraculous prayer, drop me an email, drop me a text.
Who knows, it might even work.
I might even give that a crack.
God might be into that.
Yeah, I think God's right into that.
All right.
Thanks, John.
Reverend sister.
See you, brother.
Stay hopeful.
See you next time.
We're really glad you joined us if you can do all that liking and subscribing, it just helps the algorithm, help other people find what we're talking about. So if you find it useful, do that clicky stuff. Thanks.